Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahameonawa. We're so glad that you're joining us today. Today, we're going to talk about a very special word, a word that if we can remember and practice it, it will be really easy to be happy. That word is contentment. When we're content, then we're happy with whatever we have. We don't keep thinking about all the things that we don't have but wish we had. I'm sure all of us can think about a time, maybe even today, when you weren't happy with what you had, and we wanted something that we didn't have. Maybe we wanted to go outside for a walk or go outside to play, but we couldn't. Even though we may be already sitting in a very good place, we wish that we were somewhere else. Maybe we weren't happy with the food that we had, and we wanted something different. As long as we aren't happy with what we have, then we can't be happy, especially if we're stuck in the house with nowhere to go, no way to get things. In the sermon today, we'll learn about the life of the great Arahant Mahakassapa. You may remember that sometimes we recite a paritta that was given to him when he was sick. Well, today we'll learn about a different event in his life, one that shows how he could be content with whatever he got. Now let's take the refuges and the precepts. Today, after we take the precepts, we'll recite the qualities of the triple gem in English. If you don't have them memorized, you can click on the show notes and read them with us there. It's really important to know the meaning of these qualities, because when we do, then we understand how the Buddha and the Arahants had qualities like contentment.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me, I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs, with the refuge of the noble triple gem. I observe these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, to escape from the sufferings of samsara. May it help me. May it be a blessing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Such indeed is the Blessed One, Arahan worthy one, supremely enlightened one, endowed with knowledge and virtue, follower of the noble path, knower of worlds, the peerless trainer of persons, teacher of gods and humans, the enlightened teacher, the Blessed One, well taught by the Blessed One, is the Dhamma, visible here and now, timeless, open to all, learned and applied to oneself, understood by the wise each for himself. Of pure conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of upright conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of wise conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of generous conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Those four pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals, that is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. They are worthy of offerings. They are worthy of hospitality. They are worthy of gifts. They are worthy of reverential salutations. The incomparable field of merit for the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, today we are learning something that was practiced by a great monk. That great monk is Arahant Mahakassapa. Arahant Mahakassapa had great qualities. One day, Arahant Mahakassapa went on alms round. When he went on alms round, one grandmother came to Arahant Mahakassapa and offered some alms food. Alms food means some food, because monks have to go from house to house collecting food in the morning. But children, Arahant Mahakassapa, that day he decided not to go on alms round nearby to the city. I should not live close to the Buddha. Mentally, I should live close to the Buddha. From my mind, I should live close to the Buddha. But physically, I should be far away, living far away from the Buddha. Why did Arahant Mahakassapa think like that, children? Do you know the reason? I'll teach you. Children, this grandmother has been offering dana to Arahant Mahakassapa for a long time. So, Arahant Mahakassapa look alike like the Buddha. So, that day, children, the Blessed One went on alms round, passing that grandmother's house. Then this grandmother thought that it was Arahant Mahakassapa and offered whatever the food she prepared to the Buddha. Now, this grandmother, when Arahant Mahakassapa came for the second time, grandmother ran to the Buddha and took the food from the Buddha's alms bowl and then again offered to Arahant Mahakassapa. I think this grandmother was good enough and was fortunate to offer dana, but I think she was not fortunate to recognize who the Buddha and who the disciples are. There are people, they offer dana but not protect the precepts. There are people who protect the precepts but they don't offer dana. There are various types of people in the world. So Arahant Mahakassapa was very content. He had the ability to be happy with whatever he had. If we do not have that quality, children, we can't easily give up things. If we are not happy with the things that we have and what we get, if we are not satisfied with what we have and what we get, we will not be able to let go things away very fast. Arahant Mahakassapa, he decided on that very day to live far away in a forest. Why? He didn't want to have the same problem again. Children, Arahant Mahakassapa didn't want to experience the same incident anymore in future. And Arahant Mahakassapa decided to go to a mountain called Kukkutapada mountain. Arahant Mahakassapa went to the Kukkutapada mountain and lived there until he passed away, until he attained Mahaparinibbana. Then from Arahant Mahakassapa we have to learn a lot, children. Buddha preached in a sutta like this. This Dhamma, the Buddha's teachings, is for one who is content, not for one who is discontent. Now remember, children, with reference to what was it said, there is this case where a monk content with any old robe cloth at all, any old alms food, any old lodging, any old medicinal requisites for curing sickness at all. This Dhamma is for one who is content, not for one who is discontent. So these days, during this coronavirus, children, we might not get things as we wish. So we should practice one quality to live happily. What's that quality? Contentment. Buddha preaches a simile, a way how we can be content. And how is a monk content? Just as a bird, wherever it goes, flies with its wings as its only burden, so too is he content with a set of robes to provide for his body and alms food to provide for his hunger. Wherever he goes, he takes only his necessities along. This is how a monk is content. So for a bird, the weight is only the wings. Just like for a monk, the weight should be only the robes and the alms bowl. Now children, compare the monks to lay people. If a lay person has to go from one place to another place, he needs a lorry. So if he forget anything, if he is unable to transfer those things to the new house, he will live with a lot of sadness. Won't you live, children? You will live. So the simile, the guideline to be content is just try to live like a bird. So gradually when you develop the qualities of great arahants, you will be also achieving what the great arahants achieved in lives, that is Nibbana. Therefore children, be content these days and think of great arahants who lived in the past and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Metta Bhavana, loving kindness meditation. Now we'll train the mind in loving kindness. When we practice this together, it makes it easier to handle difficult situations with the people around us. So close your eyes and sit quietly. Try not to move so that our minds can become still. Now, think in this way.
May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in this place be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this city be free from anger. Be free from ill will. Be free from jealousy. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live
May all beings in this province be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. Live happily. Live happily.
It was great to spend time with you today. We hope that you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. Do you remember the word that we learned about? Contentment. Remember, contentment means that we're happy with what we have. So today, I'd like for us to pay very close attention to our minds and try and spot any times that we aren't content with what we have. Maybe we go to the kitchen and find out that someone ate the last of our favorite cookies. See if we can be content with something else, happy with something else. Maybe we look in the mirror and wish that our straight hair was curly. See if we can be happy with exactly the way we look now. There is one thing that the Buddha told us not to be content with. That's unwholesome qualities in our minds. So if we're angry, we shouldn't be happy with that. If we're greedy, we shouldn't be happy with that. We should work to overcome these things. But when it comes to physical things, we should try to be content with what we have, happy with what we have. Do you have any questions for the monks? The Supreme Buddha taught us that asking questions is one of the ways that we can become wise. So, if you have questions for the monks, ask your parents to help you send in a question and we can answer it on the show. Just click on the show notes link to find out how. Now let's share merits. Even though we only spent a short period of time together, we've collected lots of merit. We've gone for refuge and taken the precepts. We listened to a story from the life of the Arahant Mahakassapa. We practiced meditation. All these things, very wholesome actions. So, may our teacher, Lokuswami Hangsa, may all heavenly beings, our parents, our friends, may they all rejoice in this merit. May they have happy minds thinking about these wholesome actions, and through the power of this rejoicing, through the power of this merit, may they soon experience the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sad, sad, sad. Namo Buddhaya.